my Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your What Do I Need read for this full moon in Pisces to new moon next in Virgo. I am your reader, Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, son of a Cancer sun sign, raised by a Cancerian mother, and very, very honored and pleased to be doing this work for you today. My subscribers, thank you so much for your love and support. Getting my numbers up there slowly but surely does win the race. Very appreciative for every like, every subscription, if I can say it, every comment, and every time you hit that notification bell, right? Every notification bell, because my schedule is shifting quickly as my career as a YouTube reader expands. I'm reading people from all over. I'm actually doing an interview tomorrow with Phoenix Redhawk at LTV in the Hamptons. So that notification bell will tell you when I'm putting stuff out. I haven't done a live stream here in a while because I've just been busy. Those twin flame readings nearly killed me. They're really good. The extendeds are like wild, but it's nice to do something a little bit simpler with the What Do I Need read for this full moon to new moon next in September 2020. So let's get down to it, shall we? And if you are new to my channel, please do consider liking, subscribing, hitting that notification bell, and all that jazz. Let's do this business out of the way. We are looking at the full moon in Pisces and on September 2nd, but it hits full at 1:22 a.m. Eastern time where I live. So that's a little early in the morning to like hit that for your full moon. So you might want to do it the Tuesday night, right? It's the 1st, September 1st, in the evening, kind of if you want the waxing side. If you want the waning side of it, you know, you still have that arc of time when it goes full. But then going to new moon in Virgo on the 17th, that happens at 7:02 a.m., but then it goes void, of course, 40 minutes later at 7:42 a.m. So not a very large window if you want to do the seed planting and stuff, but if you can wait until almost 3 p.m., 2:56 p.m. Eastern, moon goes into Libra. Granted, not Virgo, but if you want that Virgo new moon energy, you got 40 minutes, right? 7:02 a.m., go. 40 minutes at least Eastern time, right? You figure that out for where you are. So what we're doing is we're going to ask well, actually, it's 6 different oracles and a healing tool, which is the Chuck Spezzano, which is the Matt Kahn healing mantra deck. What it is that you need for this Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign that you are, Cancer, from this full moon to new moon next. It's like I said, an 8-card draw. We're double dipping with the Chuck Spezzano Love Pack. That's why I brought that one up. So it will be 7 cards from essentially, sorry, 8 cards from 7. See what happens when I do math, when I try and do this. I'm a Virgo, I can do math at other times. Just crossing my brain hemispheres a bit too much here for YouTube. You get the gist. So, focus on your breath. It's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and check your other signs, because I would think, depending on planet, like if I do it for my Virgo sun, that's going to really show me what I need as a Virgo sun. But as a Pisces moon, the exact opposite. Oh yeah, this is my Pisces moon. I was born on this Pisces moon. I'll be 52 years old on September 6th. But the actual full moon I was born on is the one we're talking about here, the 2nd. So of course, the different types of reads give me different angles to look at. Sometimes the same thing, sometimes totally different parts of my life, as astrology will do. Cool. Focus on your breath. I will do the same. Let's see what I get for you. And all the decks that I read are in the description box all the way at the bottom. We're going to start with the Caroline Myss archetype deck. What is the most important archetype that you need to address, heal, look at, alchemize from shadow to light, lead to gold, this full moon to new moon next? Breathe. Oh, hello, my collective pantheons. My collective pantheons of angels, goddesses, gods, masters, and the higher selves of all involved. Please, I need 1 card in clarity for this Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign for this full moon in Pisces to new moon next in Virgo. What do they need? What is the soul power they need to look at, either within themselves, within somebody else, within a situation, any combo, all of those? Just what is like the overarching like piece of the story, right? The soul power they are developing. I'll take that one. This full moon to new moon next, and this one, usually I don't take jumpers, but this one jumped and it felt really, really right. The feminine family virgin archetype. Now, virgin need not immediately speak of having never had sex. In fact, virgin land, right? It doesn't mean it just means it's never been built on, right? It's never been developed, right? Virgin olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. You can sort of get the idea, right? So the shadow and the light on this are actually pretty, there are few words, but the depth. In other words, if you don't see it straight on, use these few words and go in from different angles, which is often true in archetypal dynamics. The shadow attribute, fear of intimate union. And that could be fear of intimate union with the divine, with another person, in a conversation, with an experience of any way, shape, or kind. That's the shadow side of it. Fear. Lead, right? Alchemizing it into the gold of maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. So no matter what you are called to do, you do so with a pure purity of heart and spirit. Now, I'll be honest with you, I have a little touch of the Virgo, the Virgin archetype as a Virgo, but it tends to be in the arts. I tend to be not a snob necessarily, but a bit of a purist. Like, karaoke, might as well just, I don't know, shoot me in the head. I can't. If people singing off key, it's like I'm a purist. It's like, if you're gonna sing it right, at least sing it on key. Not like drag a rusted rake across an old-fashioned chalkboard, right? And but there it is. That's, and am I avoiding intimate union in that by allowing people to be, maybe, but good choreography done badly is worse. But that's the only area I'm pretty sure it manifests in. But see what I mean? So it's a tricky archetype because, honey, I may be a Virgo, but I think the Virgin reference sort of ends there. Let's keep going. What is the angel that you most need to call upon, work with? This full moon to new moon next to deal with that virgin archetype within you. And remember, might not be you, might be someone that you are dealing with. That's why it has to play itself out differently, because it's such a general read, right? Like thousands and thousands of people. So breathe. My angels and archangels, there you are. Please, one card in clarity for this Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. What is the angel they most need to work with this in tandem with this Virgo archetype, Virgin archetype? I'll stop doing that eventually. For this full moon in Pisces to this new moon next in Virgo, what angel should they call upon? Do they need to call upon that's offering its assistance and help? This new moon to full moon next, nature. Now, the first thing I get for this in terms of a virgin is, like I said, virgin land. I mean, where I live is really beautiful, but it is I guess it's called a condo community, right? It's like the houses aren't all on top of each other. And it's very manicured and it's very lovely. And yes, I can step out my door and have nature on my own deck, D-E-C-K, just to clarify in case you're not hearing right. I have my own garden and stuff, but it's different than going to the beach. It's different than going to Bayard Cutting Arboretum, which I haven't been to this year because of, I don't know, everything else going on planet Earth and working from home. So there's a strong call to get in touch with that the light side of that virgin by the purity of nature, which is dirty, which is really, nature is neutral. It's not good or bad, right? It's like, oh, what a beautiful flower, and oh, a hawk just carried away a squirrel right next to me, and it's all the circle of life, right? So there's a certain grounded purity here. Now, the other part, of course, I always say this when this card comes up, the card of nature can also mean something about your essential nature. But your essential nature is not your conditioning, which would be the shadow part of the archetype. It would be the aspect of the soul, that purity, right? When people talk about their nature, well, that's just in my nature. No, that's how you were raised. That's in your conditioning. That's software, right? What's in the hardware? What's powering the hardware? The spirit, the soul, the truth of who you are. That's more the virgin archetype. give that a rainbow fan. Oh, it feels so good. I have to turn off the air conditioning to do these readings because the vent's right over my head and you hear it more than me. So let's keep going before the gel in my hair starts to melt. Let's ask Archangel Michael with this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous new Oracle deck, the Blue Angel Oracle. I love me some Archangel Michael. You know, the angels and the archangels don't belong to any one group or religion or anything like that. They are messengers of light. Yes, named angels perhaps in Hebrew, but really other cultures call them different things, right? Can we just leave the extraterrestrial part out of it for a little bit and just go extra-dimensional, please, with everything going on planet Earth while I tune to Archangel Michael and see what you need from him or what he thinks you need. Oh, hi. Hi, Archangel Michael. I'm inhaling Archangel Michael. Hi, my beloved. Please, you represent the divine masculine in this spread. Please, this 8 card draw. Please, 1 card in clarity. For this Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. For this full moon in Pisces to new moon next in Virgo, what is it that they need, right? From your point of view, right? The protector, the defender, the angel of truth, he who is unto God or like unto God, shining messenger, archangel that you are, please, what do they need this full moon to new moon next? Peace Angel, acceptance. This card has come up a lot, and what I love about this deck is they do landscape, which is why if I ever did a deck, I would go with this company, Blue Angel Publishing, right? Blue Angel Oracle. That's so gorgeous. I love what she's wearing. She's wearing like a sort of like not a halter top, but like a denim strappy thing with a heart cutout. That's fabulous. Like you could put her on a motorcycle, you could put her on a horse, you could put her at a luncheon with a little sun hat. You're with me, Cancerians. I know you know exactly what I'm talking about. Let's look this puppy up. Peace Angel, but the key word here is acceptance. Oh, and is that literally card number 1? No, it's card number 4, but with microscopic writing, you could forgive me. Perhaps this one came up, I think, once or twice in the extended twin flame readings. Acceptance, card number 4, Peace Angel. Peace Angel. You will find a peace when you learn to love and accept yourself as you are. Now, that's just true. But looking at what we have here, just that first line, we're talking about the Virgin archetype and maybe, again, something having to do with your essential nature as a soul that came in to be that Virgin archetype. We are not our archetypes. They are the powers that flow through us that we came to develop. So there are certain archetypal patterns within our contracts that move us in the direction of developing that. Here we're looking at the development, or at least you're developing something, right? You need to know something about that Virgin archetype within yourself or someone else. But this first line really does say it. You will find peace when you learn to love and accept yourself as you are. I mean, as you are right now. And a week from now, you can do the same thing. And you won't be the same person that you are right now. That's the journey, but it doesn't mean it's fun all the time. Sometimes you love and accept yourself with your eyes burning with tears, right? Crying so hard, so fast that your eyeballs catch flame. I know, it's a mixed metaphor. Bear with me, right? But to give yourself the love that only you can give you in that moment, and that acceptance is great, big, huge. And honestly, I don't say I accept anymore. I say it's okay, right? Matt Kahn, bless his heart. His deck is second to last, DECK. I have to make sure I clarify that with my Long Island accent that comes and goes like weather and bloat. How you see yourself usually determines how others see you and react to you. Well, I don't know about that. I think I'm pretty much the tits. So what you see in the world around you is really your own reflection, which I'm like this with, only because the work of Greg Braden, who posits that the Essenes, Dead Sea Scrolls and all that, that they described 7 Essene mirrors. That the world, yes, is your mirror, but sometimes it's the mirror of judgment, right? Not always the mirror of now, or it's an exact thing, right? It could be that you keep seeing what it is that you judge, or it's involved. You can find the talk on YouTube. Greg, G-R-E-G-G, Braden, B-R-A-D-E-N, pretty sure, Essene, E-S-S-E-N-N-E mirrors. because I'm a teacher. Surrender your negative thoughts. Your fear, hurt, and anger can be healed through love. Okay? Holding on to these emotions serves no purpose other than to keep you stuck in a cycle of pain and suffering. Understandable. Accept and love yourself as you are without condition. So love and accept yourself as you are without condition, which, I mean, as a virgin archetype or dealing with a virgin archetype, this is really settling within yourself. And there's something about getting out into nature that will make this easier, less intrusive from others. Accept and love yourself as you are without condition. Count your blessings and not your faults. Let your beautiful heart be filled with light. When you let go of your desire to change things, a beautiful transformation occurs. Just be love. Stop trying to change things. I know we're at a time where everything's changing, but that's the point. Everything is changing. And this might be talking, if not a lifetime or a season, but at least for a reason, right? For a period of time, at least for 2 weeks. When probably not a bad idea for everybody. When you let go of your desire to change, when you let go of your desire to change things, a beautiful transformation occurs. Just be love. And then a Walt Whitman quote, peace is always beautiful. So we're going to hold on to that peace, Angel, through acceptance. Now, again, there is Eckhart Tolle there's some Zen there's some Buddhism about being in the present moment, accepting what is. But with this virgin archetype, that might be really the way, by you just maybe tuning to your essential nature. You need to do that, and it's not an either or. It can be a both and connect with your essential nature while in nature. I mean, less electromagnetic frequencies around you, that's for damn sure, except those that are organic, I guess you want to say. Let's keep going. This next deck makes me cry on occasion. I love it so much. The Kuan Yin Oracle, also from Blue Angel Publishing. They're really good company, or at least their products are. So that was Archangel Michael, the Divine Masculine. Now we're going to ask the Divine Feminine through Kuan Yin what it is that you need. Breathe. Oh, Kuan Yin. Oh, Kuan Yin. Thank you for working with me today on behalf of this Cancerian collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, please. Can you give me one card in clarity for this Cancerian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, in terms of what they need? Your guidance, your grace, your compassion, your wisdom for this full moon in Pisces to new moon next in Virgo, September 2020. Please just leave the card in my hand, Kuan Yin. What do they need? They need the Mother of Mercy. Oh, Mother of Mercy! They let me get away with that because I don't take myself too seriously, right? They're like, you did your time in seriousness. You were a reverend. You were Reverend Mark. Granted, Reverend Potty Mouth, because, leopard spots, whatever. But they allow me that. They know I don't know if I've earned it or not, but at least they love me for it. Now, here's the thing with this book. So much. Like, there are exercises, rituals, healings, all that stuff. I'm just going to read you the first paragraph, which is a little bit of a description. Sometimes the following paragraph, if I am so guided. But definitely ends with a prayer. So I'll at least read you the first and the last of it, all right? Card number 19, Mother of Mercy. Oh, and Cancerians are the mother of the zodiac. So there we go. There's something here absolutely about nurturing that virgin in you, I would say, just looking at. Just like a sun that shines brightly, casting a strong shadow, your growing spiritual power needs to be expressed with the awareness that it will have an effect on others, even if you are not completely conscious of that effect. It's true, our energy fields are always healing even when we're sleeping. I mean, that's just an energetic, that's not to take the sacred out of that. Sometimes we can take spirit and turn it into energy and pull the sacred out of it. I get the sacred of what they're talking about your spirit shining so bright because of the work, because of the love of who you are, and sometimes just because you are, right? And don't forget that has an effect. To create peace and the expansion of your power, we call upon the Mother of Mercy. Mercy tempers great strength and power with kindness, gentleness, compassion, and caring. The divine Kuan Yin brings the quality of mercy to you now as a divine gift, encouraging you to cultivate mercy in your dealings with others and to receive it for yourself now too. Okay, I don't know that we need that next paragraph, but I feel that. See, the thing about a virgin archetype, we can be very exacting, and I'm going to say we on that because I am a Virgo and like I have a touch of it. It's like that thing, like someone sings off key, I just want to rip their vocal cords out, but that's not very compassionate. You with me, Cancer? It's like, step, right? To understand that, yes, we may be having good days, bad days as far as we consider them, but there is something of a purist here that may very well be part of our nature, and time in nature will soothe that, particularly when we get stressed. And we're going through turbulence, right? How that ripple effect can really upset and disturb people around us, particularly also if you're an empath, you might be feeling other people's stuff. To really be merciful with yourself and others. And what does mercy mean? Well, I can redirect this. They're redirecting it. That to me, the grace of mercy is a second chakra thing. It's a second chakra grace, so like from one to another. Yes, we radiate in all directions and in all dimensions simultaneously. I'm there with that. But when it comes to giving mercy to someone, it is a movement of compassion because you understand there is some pain in play, right? Mercy is very rarely needed unless there is some sort of pain or suffering in play, particularly when someone is acting from that pain and suffering rather than the love and truth of who they are, their nature. So this might be you really being merciful to others who may be in pain around you, though you might be, as a virgin purist or dealing with a virgin purist, which is probably more the case for some of you, or maybe both, with being merciful and being merciful with yourself. I've even said to people, look, I'm sorry I didn't live up to your expectation, but I'm doing the absolute best that I can. And I maybe I prove myself a little bit in that as a Virgo. It's like I work every day. Prayer, meditation, services, like that is my life. I've given my life to that. So I'm sorry if I offended you or I did something wrong, but I'm doing the best that I can. I'm very much a purist. You see what I'm saying? But not when it comes to the forms of my path. There I am an eclectic. And that's a mercy I give myself. So the prayer to the Mother of Mercy. Mother of Mercy, so loves my soul. The nectar of mercy brings peace and bliss untold. I open my heart now to this endless love and peace, which the grace of Kuan Yin helps me reach. Om Mani Padme Hum. Blessings in the jewel in the center of the lotus. The Mother of Mercy, to be merciful with yourself. That's the message from Kuan Yin, to be merciful with yourself, merciful with others. And you know, that's easy when everyone's being merciful. When they're all not being so merciful. It's a little really pain in the ass to be merciful. It's a lot of use of that word for one sentence, but you know what I'm saying, right? But this is what you need to be aware of. And sometimes, all right, I hear that too sometimes. The mercy that you give yourself is to pull back into the neutrality of nature, the balance of it all, to recharge your energy fields, etc., and maybe even your connection to the Mother of Mercy within. We're halfway through. These next 4 cards should go relatively quickly, considering 2 of the 3 we're going to read a book from are done. These next 2 cards are from the same deck, the Chuck Spezzano Love Pack. We're going to look at what is the problem and what is the piece of luck, healing, or grace to resolve the problem or solve the problem, as you like. From the Ascended Masters. Now, technically, Kuan Yin is considered an Ascended Master in some circles, so let's see how this goes. There they are, my Ascended Masters. Please, 1 card in clarity for this Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign for this full moon in Pisces to new moon next in Virgo. Consider the collective pantheons. All y'all are talking about the Virgin archetype. The angel's talking about the angel of nature. What would the angel of nature do? Tune you into your own nature, or guide you, bring you into and through nature, connect you, awaken the connection that's already there within you, because we are all one. Archangel Michael talking about the peace angel, acceptance. so that there's a need to accept things as they are, and maybe even that moves into what Kuan Yin's talking about here, the Mother of Mercy. So what is the problem? What is the grain of sand in the belly of the oyster? What is the problem that has been created only so that the solution can be created? What is the piece of lead that is there to be alchemized into gold, because there is no alchemy without lead? Please, my Ascended Masters, this full moon to new moon next for this Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, I'll take it. The problem is, Cancerians, never. Bad attitude. Look, a purist can have a bad attitude. Virgins can... Yeah, you're a virgin that can't drive, right? Oh, it's harsh, right? Oh my God. Oh my God. A clueless moment. I live for those when they just pop up in my life. Whatever. The bad attitude of it, though, like, that's the problem. And again, maybe it's your own bad attitude, maybe it's another's bad attitude, but what I see mostly is people's bad attitudes about other people's bad attitudes. It's like complaining about other people complaining. It's sort of an energetic feedback, right? A little bit of a Mobius strip, scarf, whatever, right? An 8 on its side, the infinity symbol. It's like self-perpetuating, perpetual motion there. So let's see. My Ascended Masters, please, one card in clarity. What is the healer for that? What is the piece of healing that they need to embrace, the piece of grace that they need to allow in, or the piece of luck that's right in front of them that they don't see for this Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, this full moon in Pisces to new moon next in Virgo, September 2020. Please just leave it in my hands for them to balance that bad attitude. We've got the healing grace, the healing card of risk. Risk, maybe an intimate union. Actually, no, again, that doesn't mean sex necessarily. It can. I don't feel that, though. I don't feel like that's part of this here. Look at me. I don't feel like that sex stuff is in there. I don't. This might be the risk of really being merciful and opening your heart. Even with somebody who might be a purist. Like I said, I can feel this playing out different ways. Like, this could be within a family. This could be within a couple. This could be within somebody at work. This could be a new friend. This could be just somebody who crosses your path. But there is great healing here for you as a result of taking a risk. You see, we've got one person crossing sort of like a tightrope. Yeah, it is definitely a tightrope from one gorge to the next. It's just gorge, that gorgeous gorge. But there's someone on the other side, right? Kind of beckoning them forward, saying, come to me. That's the risk. Is this risk about opening your heart, about being merciful to yourself? Really look at what's, sorry, got a hair. Can't tell if it's my own or cat hair. What is this bad attitude trying to protect you from? Probably vulnerability. Probably exposing that virgin thing. Because really, how comfortable can a virgin be completely exposed and vulnerable? It's little by little by little by little. But there's some acceptance there that opens the heart and mercy in all of this. It's a really lovely read, actually. That bad attitude solved with taking a risk of some kind. Right? Enough bad attitude on the planet. And understand that people who have bad attitudes, they're not having good days. Right? It's like, what curled up your butt and died? Such a nice way of saying it. Not how I originally learned it at age 7. Breathe. Because let's keep with the Ascended Masters here, please. With the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck, please, my Ascended Masters. One card in clarity. What is the perfect healing mantra that this Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs need for this full moon in Pisces to new moon next in Virgo, September 2020, please? We've got the Virgin in nature with the Peace Angel accepting and the Mother of Mercy. Someone's got a bad attitude and there's a risk. What is the healing mantra to help them with all of this? Whether this is all one thing, because for some people it is, whether it's different instances throughout the 2-week period, what is the perfect healing mantra for them? This full moon to new moon next, September 2020. Polishing my heart. This is an emotional one and good for water sign. Feeling is a power that helps me heal. Feeling is a power that helps me heal. I've had this one, and yes, crying my eyes out as well as laughing. And I love giving myself, like, when you're trying to hold down the laughter, it's like, feeling is a power that helps me heal. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to laugh. And that's why, again, don't take yourself too seriously on the path. It tends to be a boulder, an albatross around your neck, or a bouldered albatross. Is there a boulder albatross? Oh, that's the rare boulder albatross. Polishing my heart. Feeling is a power that helps me heal. When your heart is polished, you are able to honor each emotion for its potent healing properties. A polished heart doesn't take sides, cast blame, or maintain grudges. Now, that's true. A polished heart doesn't, but it's in the process of getting there. It faces life openly, willingly to feel whatever sensations life may inspire, just for the chance to transform into higher aspects of perfection. We're not done with this yet, but I will say the fear of that is very much what the Virgin in its shadow is about, right? But instead, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit by keeping the heart open, right? A polished heart doesn't take sides, cast blame, or maintain grudges. But a bad attitude does, which means that then those feelings as well within you need to be loved, right? This mantra is ideal for unraveling emotional stuckness, easing worry, and cultivating bravery. I like it. Well, bravery and for the risk. Yeah. I mean, that's just right there. That's not like, woo, he's so psychic. By the way, I hate that word. That's why I call myself a professional intuitive, right? Calling yourself psychic is like calling yourself a breather. Yeah, I breathe. I'm a professional breather. Really? How much do you get paid for that? I guess it depends on what you breathe in. All right, last card down. The Ascended Masters. Maybe some of your higher selves are Ascended Masters, but the higher selves of all involved here. Now, before I pull this, I can tell you already, just holding this deck, they're really guiding me to look at the spiritual power here. None of this is really tumultuous, but that bad attitude could make it tumultuous, right? That's a huge part of how we co-create our reality with the divine, is the narratives of what we believe, our attitudes towards things. And often it comes from what? Being tired. Matt Kahn calls the ego the personality that arises from an overstimulated nervous system. Yeah, particularly if you're an empath. A Cancerian, the water signs usually are. Any sign can be an empath, though. And any sign can be a narcissist, too, right? So let's ask the higher selves of all involved. Breathe. What it is that you need here as you polish your heart, please. The higher self collective, the higher selves of all involved, please. What is the piece of inspiration, information, or insight in a whisper of love from the Whisper of Love Oracle for the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign from this full moon in Pisces to this new moon in Virgo, September 2020, please. Just the one. You are limitless. You are limitless. Recognize this truth. You can do anything you choose to do. So, I get it. I kind of get it. Look, if you've been feeling very, very trapped in by some puritanical, I mean, it's a horrible word to use, but some sort of restrictions on purity. I mean, we all have our purest things. Like, I will not drink Pepsi if I can avoid it. I'm a Coca-Cola boy, right? It's stupid. But isn't that just like a virgin saying, no, not until we're married, right? Take a sip. It's just Pepsi, right? So we can get a little, bad attitude about that. So to really get that you are limitless, that you are a divine being that has been cast, a soul cast into this body. Isn't it funny we think of casting off, but like being cast in a role, right? And you are developing this thing of purity. Now, I will say there's something here about accepting your inherent purity, right? I love it. It's in the top part of this card. Maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. And there's the contemplation. What is symbolic purity of heart and spirit to you? Symbolic. Is it I will clean up whatever is inside my emotional field as a healing for all involved and not let it out on people, right? Isn't that just part of the mercy of it all? But yet there is this risk here that feels like you might have to question some of your thoughts on what purity is, because it's not that what's pure in nature, what isn't pure in nature, right? What we take the organic virgin material and turn it into something else. This is a tricky read in that sense, but it does make a lot of sense for a virgin archetype to really learn over a waning moon period to drop away the bad attitude. Here, well, let's do it this way, right? The angels are talking about something in nature here. The nature of the virgin archetype, again, feels more like the Cancerian, but could be someone or something that you are dealing with. One with a bad attitude, you or them. So there is an acceptance here that will bring peace to this situation. And let's not forget the mercy thing, to understand you might be in a place of exhaustion. You might be in a place where your purity is being challenged by events in the world. Like, oh, are you a purist about your schedule? Right? So there's some acceptance that needs to go on here, that perhaps some of this is just temporary, but there is a healing risk involved here that will teach you that you are limitless by polishing your heart. Feeling is a power that helps you heal, which means no matter what you are healing, whether you know if it's yours or empathic or a blend of both, anywhere on the Abraham Hicks emotional spectrum, from depression to bliss and ecstasy, anywhere in between, that feeling that is to help you, and to do that with, where is she? The Mother of Mercy, to be the Mother of Mercy to your own emotions, to your own heart, and to, if you like, your own virginal innocence, truly is something worth looking into, and maybe very well what you need this full moon in Pisces, of all things, to new moon next in Virgo. So may the Cancerian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need this new moon to full moon next, that they may alchemize themselves into the symbolic purity of heart and spirit with acceptance, allowing that peace angel to guide them step by step, taking a healing risk, polishing their heart, learning that feeling is a power that helps them heal into the limitlessness of who they are, that there's nothing they cannot do. That may very well be part of their nature, that they experience more in nature, so they can drop that attitude and really experience that mercy for themselves and others, for their well-being, the well-being of others, and for the well-being of all. So motivate. And so it is. Long blessing, but worth it. Thank you so much for watching my Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. I love you all so much, my crablets, my crab cakes. Again, please do consider liking, subscribing, hitting the notification bell, and commenting below if any of this clicks for you. Otherwise, wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this new moon in Pisces, my moon sign. Yay, I was born on this full moon. To new moon in Virgo. Hail. Farewell, my darlings, and blessed be.